Have you ever wondered if your intimate life could reach new heights of connection and pleasure? What if the key to a more fulfilling relationship isn't just about physical techniques, but also about the little-known secrets that create unforgettable moments of intimacy? In this video, we're diving deep into the most powerful methods to explore deeper pleasure, spark creativity in the bedroom, and strengthen the bond between you and your partner. But that's not all. Did you know that certain positions can not only maximize physical satisfaction but also deepen emotional intimacy? Or that small adjustments in your approach can transform an ordinary experience into something extraordinary? Whether you're looking to reignite passion, discover new techniques, or simply understand how to create lasting moments of connection, this video has everything you need. Stay with us until the very end because we'll be unveiling the 3 most effective positions that are guaranteed to leave your partner feeling loved, cherished, and deeply connected. Plus, we'll explore fascinating psychological facts about female pleasure, techniques to maintain intimacy as you age, and the critical importance of communication and creativity in a satisfying relationship. This isn't just a guide to physical connection. It's a pathway to a stronger, more intimate partnership. Let's unlock the secrets together. If you are not subscribed, I recommend subscribing and activating the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support means a lot to me, and if you enjoyed this video, you can help me continue spreading the valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0 to let me know how I can improve and make better videos for you. Now, let's begin. When it comes to intimacy, one of the most essential aspects is being thoughtful and intentional about every choice you make, starting with the products you use. It's easy to overlook this detail, but many commercial lotions and lubricants are laden with chemicals that can disrupt the delicate balance of your body's intimate areas. Ingredients like synthetic fragrances, parabens, and other irritants might not only cause discomfort but could also lead to long-term health issues. This is why I advocate for choosing natural, body-friendly alternatives. Among these, coconut oil stands out as an unparalleled option. Its silky texture feels luxurious on the skin, and it's widely known for its antibacterial and moisturizing properties. Using coconut oil is not just practical. It feels like an extension of nature itself, a pure and nourishing way to enhance moments of intimacy without introducing unnecessary risks. Beyond the choice of products, there's a profound beauty in how you approach and explore intimacy with your partner. Every moment is an opportunity to connect on a deeper level, and the way you begin matters immensely. If you're looking to touch a woman with your fingers in a way that truly brings her pleasure, it's important to approach the experience with respect, sensitivity, and mindfulness. Begin by ensuring your fingers are well lubricated, not just for physical ease but also as a gesture of care and consideration. Wetting your fingers thoroughly with a natural lubricant like coconut oil sets a comforting and inviting tone, preparing the area for stimulation in a way that feels both soothing and exciting. When you place your fingers near her most sensitive area, often described with poetic reverence as her cave, remember that this is a space of both vulnerability and power. Move slowly and deliberately, letting your movements communicate your intention to bring her pleasure. Start with gentle circular motions that gradually build in intensity, gauging her reactions and adjusting accordingly. There is a certain magic in the way her body responds to your touch, the subtle shifts, the soft sounds, the way her breath quickens. These are signals that you're creating a moment of connection and trust, a space where she feels safe to let go and immerse herself in the experience. Continue this rhythm, repeating the motions with consistency and care, until you sense her approaching the peak of pleasure. This crescendo is a culmination of not just physical touch but the emotional and mental connection you've nurtured throughout the process. As the session progresses and her excitement builds, this is the time to unleash your creativity and passion fully. Personally, I believe this moment is where intimacy transforms into something extraordinary. It's not about rushing or overwhelming, but about expressing your authentic desire for her in a way that feels both confident and controlled. Transition into more active roles that involve slightly more intensity. Use your strength, but temper it with mindfulness and gentleness, striking a balance that feels thrilling yet safe. This controlled intensity can heighten her senses, creating an exhilarating experience that she will not only enjoy in the moment but remember long after. Some specific positions and techniques can elevate this experience to unparalleled heights. From my perspective, these positions are not just about physical sensations but also about fostering a deeper emotional bond. For example, positions that allow for closeness, eye contact, or synchronized movements can enhance the sense of connection between you both. When a woman feels both physically satisfied and emotionally understood, the pleasure becomes multidimensional, something that goes beyond the surface and touches the soul. Intimacy is not merely a physical act. It's an art form, a dance of trust, passion, and vulnerability. It's about creating an atmosphere where both partners feel valued and cherished. By being intentional in your choices, thoughtful in your actions, and deeply attuned to her responses, you can transform a simple moment into an extraordinary experience. These moments of closeness and connection are what build lasting bonds and strengthen relationships. They remind us of the beauty of human connection and the profound joy of sharing ourselves fully with another person. The first position is a deeply intimate and emotionally charged experience where she sits facing you, her eyes locking with yours, creating an electrifying connection that transcends words. In this position, not only are you physically close, but you're also emotionally vulnerable, sharing a moment of unparalleled intimacy. Her body aligns perfectly with yours, allowing her most sensitive areas to be stimulated with precision and care. This position encourages a rhythm that can be both tender and passionate, making it an ideal way to explore her desires while maintaining a strong emotional connection. There's a profound sense of closeness here, where your bodies and souls seem to merge, leaving both of you feeling truly seen, desired, and cherished. It's a position that allows for whispered words, gentle kisses, and an intensity that deepens your bond, making every moment unforgettable. The second position, affectionately known as doggy style, is a classic for a reason. In this arrangement, she kneels on all fours, her back arched slightly as she invites you to explore her from behind. This position provides an angle that allows for exceptionally deep stimulation, often targeting areas that may otherwise be less accessible. It's not just about the physical sensations, though they are, of course, breathtaking, but also about the raw, untamed passion that this position brings out. There's an uninhibited energy that can feel primal, almost animalistic, as it taps into a deep, instinctual connection between the two of you. For many women, this position is about more than just physical pleasure. It's about feeling desired in a way that's intense and undeniable. You can enhance her experience further by paying attention to her reactions, running your hands along her back, gently caressing her hips, or whispering affirmations of her beauty and desirability. These small touches transform the moment into something profoundly intimate, leaving her feeling both empowered and deeply connected to you. The third position, the wheelbarrow, is a more adventurous and physically engaging option that can lead to incredibly satisfying experiences for both partners. In this position, you sit comfortably on the edge of a bed or sofa while she positions herself face down, her hands resting on the floor in front of her for support. Her body, particularly her most sensitive areas, rests against yours, creating an opportunity for deep and precise exploration. This position requires a degree of coordination and mutual trust, as it can be physically demanding for her. However, it also offers the chance for an unparalleled level of stimulation. To make this position more enjoyable for her, you can take on some of the physical effort, supporting her hips or guiding her movements in a way that feels natural and balanced. The teamwork involved can add a layer of connection, reinforcing the sense of partnership and mutual care in your intimacy. This position invites playfulness and creativity that can make your time together feel exciting and new, no matter how long you've been together. What makes these positions truly transformative isn't just the physical sensations they bring, it's the emotional resonance and connection they foster. Intimacy, in its truest form, is about more than just the act itself. It's about the care, attention, and creativity you bring to your partner's experience. Every woman is unique, and discovering what brings her the most pleasure is a journey of exploration and love. It requires patience, attentiveness, and a willingness to adapt and grow together. These positions provide a starting point, but the real magic happens in how you tailor them to her needs and desires, ensuring she feels completely safe, cherished, and satisfied. In my personal view, the essence of true intimacy lies in the effort you put into understanding and honoring your partner's individuality. These positions, when approached with genuine care and creativity, allow you to not only provide immense physical pleasure but also to build a deeper emotional connection that transcends the moment. They remind us that intimacy is a dance, a delicate balance of giving and receiving, of passion and tenderness, of vulnerability and strength. By exploring these positions with a mindset of love and curiosity, you're doing more than just enhancing your physical relationship. You're creating memories that will linger in her heart and mind, strengthening your bond and building a relationship filled with trust, passion, and an unshakable sense of connection. After all, intimacy is not just about the physical. It's about making her feel deeply loved, profoundly desired, and completely understood in every sense of the word. These are the moments that transform relationships into lifelong partnerships, where love and desire continue to grow stronger with each shared experience. One of the most exhilarating examples of creative intimacy is the iconic dog-eat position, a timeless classic that has stood the test of time for its ability to spark passion and connection between partners. In this deeply engaging position, the woman gets on all fours, creating a unique angle that allows for an intimate and tantalizing connection as her partner explores her from behind. The appeal of this position lies not just in its potential for deep, satisfying penetration, but also in the way it enables intense stimulation of her most sensitive areas. For many, the sensations created in this position are utterly breathtaking, offering a level of pleasure that feels almost incomparable. It is an experience that can leave both partners breathless, completely immersed in the intensity of the moment, and yearning for more as they lose themselves in their shared intimacy. What makes this position even more special is the raw, unfiltered passion it brings, a connection so primal and deeply felt that it often becomes a favorite for couples seeking not just physical satisfaction but emotional closeness as well. Another profoundly intimate act that women often adore is the art of oral pleasure, a practice that transcends physical touch and dives deeply into emotional connection. There's a unique beauty in the way oral pleasure allows one partner to fully focus on the desires and needs of the other. For women, this can send waves of euphoria coursing through their bodies, creating a powerful sense of appreciation and adoration for their partner. The delicate attentiveness required in this act makes it feel like an expression of pure devotion, a moment where time stands still and the only focus is on creating joy and connection. For men, receiving oral pleasure is just as intimate and fulfilling, as it fosters a deep sense of trust and openness between partners. Safety in intimacy is equally important, and many couples opt for creative ways to ensure it. For example, performing male oral pleasure with protection, such as a condom, is a practice some couples adopt to avoid potential infections. Among more experienced couples, putting the condom on with the mouth has become a playful and adventurous technique. This act requires skill, communication, and a sense of fun, bringing an element of lightheartedness into an otherwise intense moment. It's a practice that reflects a deep level of trust and comfort between partners, showing how safety and passion can coexist beautifully when both partners are open to exploring together. As women move into their 30s, a new chapter often begins in their intimate lives. This stage of life frequently brings with it a surge in confidence, curiosity, and a desire to explore new sensations and techniques. Many women find themselves more willing to embrace their desires, letting go of societal inhibitions and seeking ways to enrich their intimate connections. This is the age where exploration becomes not only an option but a priority for deepening the bonds in their relationships. Among these explorations, behind-the-scenes pleasure has seen a rise in popularity. Once considered taboo, this practice has become a symbol of trust and adventurousness in modern relationships. Couples who engage in it often report feeling a stronger sense of unity and passion, as it requires mutual understanding and communication to ensure a comfortable and pleasurable experience for both. What makes these moments of intimacy so transformative isn't just the physical pleasure they provide, but the emotional closeness they foster. Every touch, every shared glance, and every whispered word during these acts speaks volumes about the love, trust, and passion that two people share. Exploring new dimensions of intimacy isn't just about trying something different. It's about deepening the connection between partners, celebrating the beauty of vulnerability, and embracing the joy of shared discovery. These intimate acts remind us of the power of trust, the excitement of venturing into the unknown with someone we love, and the unparalleled joy that comes from connecting on every level, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. When we open ourselves to these experiences, we're not just creating moments of pleasure. We're building the foundation for a relationship that thrives on understanding, passion, and an unquenchable desire to grow together. Intimacy, in all its forms, is a celebration of love and life, a reminder that the best connections are the ones where both partners feel seen, heard, and deeply cherished. Every woman possesses her unique map of erogenous zones, each one holding the potential to create sparks of passion and deep connection. It's a beautiful journey to discover which 5 areas of her body she loves a man to touch the most. These sacred spots, often hidden in plain sight, hold the key to unlocking her most intimate desires and making her feel truly cherished. Isn't it intriguing to explore this personal territory, to understand the nuances of what brings her pleasure and makes her feel seen? If you have thoughts on this, we'd love to hear from you. Share your ideas and experiences in the comments. Every perspective adds to the collective wisdom of love and intimacy. For those willing to dive deeper into the art of connection, there's a profound intimacy in learning how to stimulate her crave, while gently massaging the soft curves of her lower back and hips. These tender, intentional touches can create a symphony of sensations that build trust and arousal. When done with care and attuneness to her responses, this combination can unlock her ability to experience a squirt, a physical reaction that is as emotional as it is exhilarating. This intense, deeply satisfying release is more than just a moment of pleasure. It's an extraordinary testament to the vulnerability, trust, and connection shared between partners. It's a beautiful reminder of how the body, mind, and soul align when passion is met with understanding. Keeping the flame of intimacy alive is about more than routine. It's about curiosity, creativity, and the willingness to grow together as lovers. Exploring new positions, experimenting with techniques, and being open to discovering what ignites each other's desires are essential steps in building a dynamic and deeply satisfying sexual relationship. Imagine the joy of creating a space where both partners feel free to express themselves, to laugh, to explore, and to celebrate the beauty of their connection. Lovemaking is not just about physical satisfaction. It's about weaving a tapestry of moments that linger in the heart and strengthen the bond you share. From my perspective, the magic lies in the little things. The shared smiles, the gentle whispers, the unspoken understanding that builds when two people commit to exploring each other's needs and desires. It's about creating a sanctuary where passion meets playfulness, and every encounter becomes a memory to treasure. The willingness to try new things, whether it's a new position, a playful game, or simply a conversation about fantasies, is what keeps the relationship vibrant and alive. Ultimately, intimacy is not just a physical act, it's an emotional connection. It's about listening, learning, and responding to each other with love and patience. When approached with genuine care, even the simplest touch can become a profound expression of love and appreciation. So, what do you think makes intimacy truly unforgettable? Let's share our thoughts, our stories, and our wisdom so we can continue to grow in love and understanding together. Did you know that a staggering 42% of men experience rapid ejaculation when their glands are touched? This might seem surprising, even shocking, to some, but it's a deeply natural and biological response. The glands is one of the most sensitive parts of the male anatomy, packed with nerve endings designed to amplify pleasure. For many men, this heightened sensitivity can lead to a quick climax, often beyond their control. This isn't something to be embarrassed about. It's simply how the body responds to intense stimulation. Yet, sadly, this natural reaction is often misunderstood, leaving men feeling ashamed or insecure about something entirely normal. For women, this knowledge can be empowering. Understanding a partner's physical reactions allows for greater empathy and a more satisfying intimate connection. It's about seeing these moments as opportunities for shared vulnerability rather than sources of frustration or judgment. After all, intimacy isn't just about physical acts. It's about building trust, understanding each other's unique needs, and creating a safe space where both partners feel seen and valued. And here's another thought-provoking fact. Seminal fluid, contrary to popular belief, does not inherently taste bad. This might come as a revelation to some, particularly for those who have preconceived notions about it. Of course, taste varies depending on a person's diet, hydration, and even overall health, which are factors worth considering. But let's be clear, no one should ever feel obligated to swallow if they're uncomfortable with it. Your comfort and preferences in intimate situations are just as important as your partner's. If you don't like it, you can simply spit it out. There's no shame or disrespect in setting boundaries. Mutual respect and communication about these preferences can strengthen a relationship rather than create tension. Isn't it freeing to realize that open dialogue can dissolve the pressure surrounding such personal choices? But this brings us to a more serious and often overlooked topic: how a lack of understanding about intimacy can strain relationships. Did you know that many cases of female infidelity arise because husbands fail to master the art of oral pleasure? This isn't just a statistic. It's a profound insight into the emotional and physical needs of a relationship. Women, like men, crave to feel desired, cherished, and understood, both emotionally and physically. When these needs are neglected, it's not uncommon for dissatisfaction to creep in, potentially leading to feelings of alienation and, in some cases, infidelity. If you want to nurture your relationship and truly connect with your partner, it's crucial to prioritize intimacy in all its forms. Start small. Intimacy is often in the details. Imagine gently licking the bottom of her lips with the tip of your tongue. It's a simple yet incredibly sensual gesture that can ignite a spark of excitement and closeness. This act isn't just about physical pleasure. It's about sending a clear message. I see you. I desire you. I want to make you feel special. Actions like these have the power to bridge emotional gaps and reignite passion in even the most routine relationships. In my opinion, intimacy should be treated as an art form, one that requires patience, curiosity, and effort. It's not just about physical satisfaction. It's about creating a connection that speaks to the heart, mind, and soul. When you pay attention to your partner's desires, take the time to explore what pleases them, and openly communicate about needs and boundaries, you're cultivating a bond that is as fulfilling as it is enduring. Isn't it incredible how something as small as a tender gesture or a thoughtful act can transform the energy between two people? These moments of connection remind us that love isn't just about grand declarations or extravagant displays. It's in the whispers, the touches, and the understanding. By investing in these aspects of your relationship, you're not just avoiding potential pitfalls like dissatisfaction or infidelity. You're creating a space where love, trust, and intimacy can thrive. And isn't that what we all truly long for in our deepest relationships? Female stimulation is one of the most intricate yet rewarding aspects of intimacy, a dance of connection and passion that goes beyond the physical. Exploring this dimension of pleasure is not just about technique. It's about a profound understanding of your partner's desires, needs, and emotional connection. Remarkably, around 18% of women can achieve climax on their own, often with the help of toys or their fingers. This independence in exploring their bodies is a testament to the beauty of self-awareness and the empowerment that comes with knowing what brings joy and satisfaction. Women who explore their own pleasure often carry that knowledge into their relationships, enriching the connection they share with their partners. Beyond solo experiences, nearly 80% of women find the peak of their pleasure through focused stimulation of their cave. This highlights an important truth. Intimacy is deeply personal, and no two women experience it in the same way. It's not just about the mechanics. It's about paying attention to how she reacts, listening to her cues, and embracing her individuality. This is why oral pleasure often stands out as a more fulfilling experience for many women than penetration alone. Oral intimacy requires attentiveness, tenderness, and a genuine desire to please, which creates a bond far more meaningful than just physical satisfaction. When it comes to oral pleasure, the details matter. Gentle, circular movements with the tip of the tongue can be incredibly stimulating, creating sensations that are both electrifying and deeply intimate. This is not just about the act itself, but about the emotional connection it fosters. Such gestures communicate care, love, and a willingness to prioritize her pleasure, which can be profoundly meaningful to your partner. Oral pleasure, done with patience and enthusiasm, shows that you value her happiness and take joy in exploring her needs. For those seeking to heighten the experience even further, incorporating the use of fingers can unlock entirely new levels of ecstasy. Inserting 2 fingers with care, focusing on gently stimulating the inner walls of her cave, can create sensations that are almost overwhelming in their intensity. This combination of oral and manual stimulation, when done with sensitivity and skill, can transport her into a state of pure bliss. The experience becomes less about mechanics and more about creating a shared moment of vulnerability and trust, a sacred exchange that deepens the bond between partners. The impact of such intimacy extends far beyond the bedroom. When a woman feels truly cared for and satisfied in bed, the emotional ripple effects can be extraordinary. She may feel a greater sense of security, connection, and love, which often translates into her being more affectionate and devoted in the relationship. Women who feel valued and cherished tend to go to great lengths to nurture their partners in return. This mutual exchange of love and care creates a virtuous cycle that strengthens the relationship and fosters lasting happiness. In my personal opinion, prioritizing your partner's pleasure is one of the purest and most selfless acts of love. It requires patience, attentiveness, and a genuine desire to create joy for the person you care about. This isn't just about physical gratification. It's about emotional intimacy, trust, and the profound sense of fulfillment that comes from seeing your partner truly happy. The bedroom becomes a sanctuary, a space where love, passion, and connection intertwine to create something truly magical. By embracing this approach, you're not just learning techniques. You're nurturing a relationship that thrives on mutual respect and emotional depth. Intimacy is not a chore or an obligation. It's an opportunity to express love in its most vulnerable and beautiful form. When 2 people come together with this mindset, they create a bond that transcends the physical, enriching every other aspect of their relationship. This, I believe, is the true essence of love and passion, a shared journey of discovery, connection, and unending devotion. It's a reality that many women keep silent about their habits, particularly when it comes to self-stimulation. This hesitation often comes from a place of vulnerability and fear. Fear of being unfairly labeled as promiscuous, too sexual, or even perverted. On the other hand, some women worry that revealing this truth could unintentionally hurt their partner's ego, making him feel inadequate or less capable of fulfilling her needs. These emotions are deeply complex and reflect a broader societal issue that stigmatizes natural expressions of sexuality, especially for women. Think about the emotional burden this silence places on a woman. Carrying a secret like this, out of fear of rejection or judgment, can create an invisible wall in the relationship, a wall that hinders open communication and genuine intimacy. For the woman, this silence can feel isolating, as though a fundamental part of her desires and needs must be hidden to preserve harmony. For the man, the unspoken truth can leave a gap in understanding, potentially causing confusion or even unintended distance between the couple. The consequences of this silence go beyond emotions. When pleasure is missing from a woman's life for extended periods, it can lead to significant physical and psychological impacts. Sexual desire, that spark that fuels intimacy, can begin to wane. Over time, the body adapts to this lack of stimulation. The elasticity and vitality of the female reproductive organs can diminish, making intimacy less comfortable, less fulfilling, and even more challenging as time goes on. These physical effects, though reversible, demand time, care, and effort to overcome, a process that can feel daunting, especially if the underlying issues remain unaddressed. Meanwhile, for men, there's another layer of complexity. After ejaculation, the male body requires a recovery period, often referred to as the refractory phase. This period, which can range from 10 minutes to several hours depending on the individual, is a natural and essential part of male biology. During this time, the body regenerates its capacity for another erection and, ultimately, another intimate connection. However, this recovery period is often misunderstood or even misinterpreted, leading to unnecessary tension or feelings of inadequacy in the relationship. Here's where understanding and communication become transformative tools. When partners take the time to understand each other's physical and emotional needs, these differences can become strengths rather than challenges. Imagine the possibilities when couples openly discuss their desires and limitations, breaking free from the chains of shame and stigma. Self-stimulation, for example, could be reframed as a healthy and normal aspect of individual sexuality, a way to explore one's own body, understand preferences, and even enhance shared intimacy. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. Knowledge truly is power. When couples embrace these natural rhythms and learn how to work with them, not against them, their connection deepens. A man's recovery period can be seen as an opportunity for closeness, tenderness, or exploration of other forms of intimacy. A woman's self-discovery can become a doorway to shared pleasure, where her partner learns to celebrate her sexuality rather than fear or misunderstand it. This level of openness and acceptance doesn't just improve the physical aspect of a relationship, it creates an unshakable foundation of trust, respect, and mutual understanding. What's most beautiful is that these challenges, when faced together, can become growth opportunities. Couples who are willing to have these vulnerable conversations often find that their relationship evolves in ways they never imagined. It's not just about improving their sex life, it's about fostering a bond where both partners feel seen, heard, and valued for who they are. The act of breaking down these walls and removing the stigma from natural behaviors can bring couples closer, creating a shared space of safety and love where intimacy thrives. In the end, isn't this what we all crave? A relationship where there are no secrets, no judgment. Just two people embracing their humanity, flaws and all, and finding joy in each other's company. It's a reminder that love, in its truest form, is not about perfection but about connection. It's about seeing and accepting your partner fully, and in doing so, creating a love story that grows deeper with every chapter. A low blood glucose level, often overlooked, can quietly yet profoundly affect our mood, energy, and even our desire for intimacy. It's fascinating how our body's chemistry is so deeply tied to our emotional and physical connections. When your glucose levels are low, you may find it harder to feel that spark, that drive that makes moments with your partner truly unforgettable. But the beautiful thing is that this is something you can address with a simple yet meaningful gesture. Ending your date with a shared dessert. Imagine the scene. You and your partner savoring a luscious slice of cake, a bowl of creamy ice cream, or perhaps even a tray of indulgent chocolates. It's not just about satisfying a craving, it's about feeding your body and your soul. A little sweetness can go a long way, boosting your energy and libido while deepening the emotional bond you share. Sharing a dessert isn't just a ritual, it's an intimate act of connection. As you lean in to taste the same treat, your eyes meet, and laughter bubbles up over the shared indulgence. It's these small moments that create a foundation for deeper intimacy later in the evening. This simple habit can transform a quiet night into one filled with energy, passion, and the kind of memories that linger long after the moment has passed. Plus, there's something inherently romantic about ending a date with something sweet, like a signal to your partner that you want to savor the time together, not rush it. Now, when it comes to truly exploring intimacy, breaking away from routine can open up an entirely new level of connection. One adventurous and deeply engaging position to try is the wheelbarrow. This isn't just about physical pleasure. It's about trust, creativity, and working together to create something unique. Start by sitting at the edge of the bed or couch, firmly grounded, ready to support your partner. She positions herself face down, her hands planted on the floor for stability, and aligns her body over yours. The position itself invites vulnerability and teamwork, You'll support her weight as she uses her hands to maintain balance, ensuring both comfort and excitement. This position can be a bit of a workout, especially for her, but that's where your role becomes essential. By actively bearing most of her weight and guiding her movements, you transform what could be a challenging pose into a harmonious and connected experience. It's a testament to your partnership, highlighting your care and attentiveness as you support her both physically and emotionally. What makes the wheelbarrow particularly thrilling is how it opens up angles and sensations that may feel entirely new, adding depth and variety to your intimate life. It's not just the position itself that's exciting, but the playful energy it brings. Laugh together as you adjust and discover what feels best. Communicate openly, sharing what works and what doesn't. These small acts of cooperation make the experience not just pleasurable but deeply bonding. And the benefits don't stop at the physical. Engaging in creative positions like this can reignite passion and curiosity in your relationship, reminding you both that intimacy is as much about exploration and playfulness as it is about closeness and desire. You're not just following a script, you're writing your own love story, one moment at a time. So, the next time you're planning a date night, think about how you can weave together elements of sweetness, adventure, and connection. Start with a delicious dessert to fuel your energy and end the evening with an intimate exploration that's as exciting as it is meaningful. These moments, full of laughter, creativity, and mutual care, are what turn an ordinary evening into an extraordinary memory. Let's delve deeper into the beauty and intimacy that the ironed position offers, a posture that embodies a delicate balance of vulnerability, connection, and passion. In this position, your partner lies on her stomach, her body gracefully relaxed with her knees gently bent and her hips slightly elevated. This subtle elevation forms a soft curve that invites not only physical closeness but also emotional intimacy. The sight of her in this position can evoke a sense of admiration, an unspoken acknowledgement of her trust and willingness to share such a deeply personal moment with you. As you position yourself above her, the possibilities for connection unfold. By supporting your weight with your arms, you ensure her comfort while maintaining control over your movements, creating a sense of tenderness and care. If the desire for closeness overcomes you, you can hold her by the hips, feeling the warmth of her skin beneath your hands, the slight movement of her body in response to yours. This added layer of contact transforms the experience, making it more than just a physical act. It becomes a shared journey of exploration and affection. Every motion, every touch, reinforces the unspoken bond you share. The ironed position is often compared to the familiar missionary posture, but it brings a unique set of advantages that make it truly special. While the missionary position is celebrated for its face-to-face intimacy, the ironed position focuses on creating an intense and prolonged physical connection, allowing both partners to immerse themselves fully in the moment. The slight angle of her hips and the way her body is positioned allow for deeper penetration, amplifying the physical sensations for both of you. It's a posture designed for passion but also for comfort, as her body is supported by the bed, and you have the freedom to control the rhythm and depth of your movements. For her, this position can unlock new heights of pleasure. Remarkably, studies suggest that nearly 98% of women report reaching climax in this position, a statistic that speaks volumes about its ability to cater to her desires. The angle and depth it allows often stimulates sensitive areas that might not be as accessible in other positions, making it an excellent choice for creating a truly fulfilling experience. Imagine the shared satisfaction of knowing that you've created an environment where she feels seen, cherished, and completely satisfied. Yet, the appeal of the ironed position goes beyond physical gratification. What makes it extraordinary, in my opinion, is the emotional connection it fosters. This position invites a balance of control and surrender, where you guide the rhythm while she yields herself to the experience, trusting you completely. That interplay of power and vulnerability is profoundly intimate, deepening the bond between you in ways that transcend words. It's a moment where your actions say everything. I cherish you, I respect you, and I'm here to give you my best. Another aspect I find captivating about this position is the way it allows for a variety of interactions. You can lean forward and kiss the back of her neck, whispering sweet words that make her feel adored, or run your hands along her sides, caressing her in ways that heighten her anticipation. Alternatively, you can maintain a firm grip on her hips, establishing a rhythm that matches your shared desires. Each movement, each touch, becomes a language of love and desire, reinforcing the connection you share. The iron position is not just about physical pleasure. It's about creating a memory together, one that lingers in your minds long after the moment has passed. It's about embracing the opportunity to connect on every level: physical, emotional, and even spiritual. It's about recognizing that intimacy is not just about reaching a climax, but about the journey you take to get there, the trust you build, and the love you express through every touch and movement. In moments like these, you'll find that the iron position offers more than just a physical experience. It becomes a canvas for painting the most beautiful moments of your relationship, filled with tenderness, passion, and the kind of closeness that makes you feel truly alive. It's a celebration of love, trust, and the profound joy of sharing yourself completely with someone who holds your heart. The female cave, often misunderstood yet deeply fascinating, is a testament to the incredible complexity and sensitivity of the human body. Housing a remarkable 8,000 nerve endings, double the number found in the male genitals, it stands as a powerhouse of potential pleasure and sensation. This unparalleled sensitivity makes it a vital aspect of female sexuality, capable of providing profound joy and connection when nurtured properly. However, it also reveals the intricate balance required for a woman to experience complete sexual satisfaction. When arousal is present but climax remains unattained, it's not just a fleeting frustration. The effects can ripple through her emotional and physical well-being. The unrelieved tension often leads to a reduction in sexual appetite, leaving her feeling unfulfilled and disconnected. Stress levels may rise, and discomfort in the central region of her body can manifest as a constant reminder of the unfulfilled arousal. This intricate relationship between the mind, body, and emotions highlights the importance of understanding and addressing a woman's needs in intimate moments. Adding to the wonders of female sexuality is the mysterious and often misunderstood phenomenon of female ejaculation. For some women, this involves the expulsion of a significant amount of clear liquid, ranging from half a liter to as much as a liter. The fact that this fluid, once dry, leaves no stains might seem like a trivial detail, but it is emblematic of how little we collectively know, and how much there is to celebrate about the diversity of female sexual experiences. Female ejaculation is often surrounded by myths and stigmas, causing some women to feel embarrassed or self-conscious about something completely natural. I feel this represents a broader issue of societal ignorance about female anatomy and pleasure. It's heartbreaking to think that such a beautiful and natural occurrence is still shrouded in confusion and even shame for many women. The more we talk openly and compassionately about these topics, the more we can foster understanding and acceptance, helping women feel empowered in their bodies. The conversation about female sexuality becomes even more nuanced when discussing practices such as anal pleasure, a topic that tends to polarize opinions. Anal intimacy, while still carrying a stigma in some circles, has its devoted supporters as well as its detractors. For some women, this practice opens up new dimensions of pleasure, offering sensations they may not have experienced otherwise. The delicate nerve endings and unique sensitivity in this area can, for the right person and under the right circumstances, provide deeply satisfying experiences. However, for others, the idea may not align with their preferences, comfort levels, or physical enjoyment, and they may find the experience unpleasant or even off-putting. This diversity in experiences is a testament to how varied and deeply personal sexuality can be. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. From my perspective, this topic underscores an essential truth about intimacy. There is no one-size-fits-all approach. Each person has their desires, boundaries, and ways of experiencing pleasure, and these should always be met with respect and understanding. Consent and communication are non-negotiable pillars of a healthy sexual relationship. What one person finds thrilling, another may find unappealing, and that's perfectly okay. As someone who values the importance of emotional connection and mutual respect in intimate relationships, I believe the most fulfilling experiences come when partners take the time to explore each other's preferences and boundaries without judgment. Ultimately, the complexity of female sexuality is not something to be feared or simplified. It is something to be embraced and celebrated. It is a reflection of the beauty and individuality inherent in every woman. By fostering open, honest, and respectful conversations about these aspects of intimacy, we can help break down the barriers of shame and misunderstanding that too often surround them. In doing so, we pave the way for deeper emotional connections, more fulfilling relationships, and a more profound appreciation of the unique ways in which we express love and desire. For me, this journey of understanding is one of the most rewarding aspects of human connection. The more we learn, the more we can approach intimacy with empathy, care, and a genuine desire to honor the unique experiences of every individual. For couples dreaming of starting a family, it's important to embrace the journey with patience and hope. On average, it takes about 5.5 months of unprotected intimacy before the miracle of pregnancy happens. While this time frame can feel both exciting and emotionally taxing, it's a beautiful reminder of the natural process your bodies are navigating together. It's not just about conceiving a child, but also about deepening the bond you share as partners through trust, intimacy, and love. After reaching the peak of pleasure, a woman's intimate area becomes even more sensitive and uniquely receptive. This heightened sensitivity not only amplifies physical pleasure, but also creates a deeper emotional connection between the mind and body. Just like the penis becomes engorged with blood during arousal, her body responds with an equally profound intensity, illustrating the beautiful synchronicity between two partners who are truly in tune with each other. Exploring different positions and being mindful of each other's needs can turn the journey of conception into an enriching experience filled with variety and closeness. These moments of connection do more than just satisfy physical desires. They strengthen the emotional bond between partners, creating a foundation of mutual understanding and joy. The magic of these shared experiences lies not only in the act itself, but in the profound trust and passion that blooms from being wholly present with one another. This is how relationships grow not just in love, but in the depth of shared dreams and desires. Thank you for joining us on this journey to explore deeper intimacy, connection, and the secrets to a more fulfilling relationship. We hope this video has inspired you to try new techniques, embrace creativity, and strengthen the bond with your partner. Now, we'd love to hear from you. What have you learned from this video? Share one thing that stood out to you and that you're excited to bring into practice in your own life. Let us know in the comments below. Your insights could inspire someone else on their journey to deeper intimacy. If you found this video helpful, please leave a comment below, hit that like button, share it with others, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more valuable tips and insights. Together, let's continue building stronger, more connected relationships. See you in the next video.